We said grace at that table every single night growing up. Didn't know I was learning how to pray simple, learning how to pray true. Didn't know that table was a kind of sanctuary. But Lord, I come here like I came to mama's table as a kid. Nothing fancy, just my hunger, just a need I never hid. No performance, no rehearsal, just an honest kind of ask. Bless this food, bless this family, help me through another task. But just living, just believing, just showing up again. I don't need eloquent words to talk to you like I would a friend. I just need the kind of honesty a kitchen table brings, where you drop the mask you wear for everybody else and just sit and sing. The chairs don't care what you look like when you finally sit down. The tablecloth don't judge the tears that sometimes hit the ground. Underneath it while you pray, while you're asking for the strength to face whatever's coming, to go the extra length. There's no stage here, no audience but you. No performance necessary, just a simple, honest truth. Kitchen table prayer, simple as a supper, simple as the air. I don't need the fancy words, I just need to be there. Kitchen table prayer, pull the chair up closer, pull the chair up near. Talk to him like family already hears. Kitchen table prayer, that's the only altar that I need right here. I used to think that prayer required a certain kind of tone, a certain kind of language that I didn't feel my own. But mama prayed like she was talking to somebody in the room. Not performing for the pastor, not performing for the doom of getting it all wrong, just talking like you're really here, really listening, really present, really always near. I stopped trying to sound like the prayers I heard on Sunday morning. Started praying like the kitchen table, simple without warning. I remember watching mama pray with flour on her hand, still mid recipe, still cooking, still fulfilling all her plans for dinner. But she never thought that prayer required a pause in the middle of the living. Prayer just lived inside because there's no stage here, no audience but you. No performance necessary, just a simple, honest truth. Kitchen table prayer, simple as a supper, simple as the air. I don't need the fancy words, I just need to be there. Kitchen table prayer, pull the chair up closer, pull the chair up near. Talk to him like family already hears. Kitchen table prayer, that's the only altar that I need right here. Just as I am, nothing dressed up, nothing planned. Just as I am, you already understand. Just as I am, every worry, every fear. Just as I am, pull my chair a little near. This for everybody scared that prayers aren't good enough to pray. This for everybody thinking they don't know the proper way to talk to God. I want you to pull a chair up to the table. Talk to him like family, talk as simple as you're able. He's not grading your performance, he's not counting up your words. He just wants to hear you honest, wants the prayers that go unheard by everyone but him, the ones you pray while peeling potatoes. Kitchen table prayers count just as much as any other. I set a place for him now every single night I eat. Not a literal plate, but a kinda empty seat in my heart where I remember he's the reason for the meal, for the family gather around it, for the love we get to feel. In the simple act of eating, in the simple act of thanks, I've stopped saving up my prayers for church, for special ranks of holy moments. Every table's holy if you let it be. Kitchen table prayer is just as sacred as can be. Kitchen table prayer, kitchen table prayer. Simple as a supper, simple as the air. I don't need the fancy words, I just need to be. Kitchen table prayer, kitchen table prayer. Pull the chair up closer, pull the chair up near. Talk to him like family, he already hears. Kitchen table prayer, kitchen table prayer. Kitchen table, kitchen table. Simple prayer, simple prayer, simple as can be. Kitchen table, kitchen table. Kitchen table way. That's my sanctuary. That's my sanctuary. I brought you everything I had, which wasn't very much, just pieces, just fragments, just whatever I could carry in my hands. Wasn't sure you want them, wasn't sure they'd be enough. I used to think I had to fix myself before I came to you. Had to glue the pieces back together, had to make it look brand new before I brought it to the altar, before I let you see the mess of who I really am beneath of who I'm trying to be. She never asked for finish, never asked for whole. You just asked me to bring the pieces, bring the broken parts of soul that's scattered in 100 from 100 different falls. I laid them at your feet and waited for the calls of judgment that I thought coming. Waited for the door to close behind me like it had 100 times before. But instead I felt your hands go gathering what I brought, sorting through the pieces, finding value I had not. I don't have to fix it first, I don't have to plan. I just have to bring the pieces, bring them as they are. Pieces in your hands, pieces in your hands. Broken things made beautiful, you understand. I don't have to fix it first, I don't have to plan. Just pieces in your hands, pieces in your hands. Every fragment, every shard, every part I couldn't save. You're not scared of what I'm bringing, you're not scared of the grave. Mistakes I made along the way, the wreckage of my past. Pieces in your hands become a beauty built to last. I watch you take the fragments one by one and turn them over. Watch you find a purpose in the brokenness, discover something I could never see while I was staring at the wreck of everything I thought I'd ruined, everything I thought was checkmated, finished, done for. But you don't see it like I do, you see the mosaic that the broken pieces make when they come through your hands instead of mine. You see the beauty in the crack, where the light gets in, where the mending doesn't just go back to the way it was before. It becomes something new instead, something that could never have existed if I never bled, never broke, never scattered. never had to come undone. That's the strange economy of grace. That's how the mending's won. I don't have to fix it first, I don't have to plan. I just have to bring the pieces, bring them as they are. Pieces in your hand, pieces in your hands. Broken things made beautiful, you understand. I don't have to fix it first, I don't have to plan. Just pieces in your hands, pieces in your hands. Every fragment, every shard, every part I couldn't save. You're not scared of what I'm bringing, you're not scared of the grave. Mistakes I made along the way, the wreckage of my past. Pieces in your hands become a beauty built to last. Mended and whole, mended and whole, mended it. Not forsaken, mended and whole, mended and whole. Every piece you're taking, mended and whole, mended and whole. Turning ash to gold, mended and whole, mended and whole. That's a grace, I'm told. This for everybody carrying fragments in their hands tonight, scared to bring them to the altar, scared they're not alright enough to offer up his worship. Not until they're clean. I want you to know the pieces are exactly what he means when he says to come as you are. Bring the broken, bring it all. He's not waiting for you fixed, he's waiting for the call of surrender, of the offering of trust in hands that meant what you never could alone, what only he can comprehend. I think about the potter working with a shattered bowl, deciding not to throw it out, but make it whole, something different than before. But every bit is fine with gold along the seams, a work of art, a work divine. That's the kind of hands I'm bringing all my pieces to today. Not hands that just discard the broken, throw the shards away, but hands that see the value hiding in the fractured part. Pieces in your hands become a brand new work of art. Pieces in your hands, pieces in your hands. Broken things made beautiful, you understand. I don't have to fix it first, I don't have to plan. There's pieces in your hands, pieces in your hands. Every fragment, every shard, every part I couldn't say. You're not scared of what I'm bringing, you're not scared of the grave. Mistakes I made along the way, the wreckage of my past. Pieces in your hands become a beauty built to last. Pieces in your hands, pieces in your hands. Mended now, mended now, mended it and made whole. Empty-handed, empty-handed, still you took my soul. Pieces in your hand, that's all I have to give. Pieces in your hand, that's how I finally live. Nobody has to teach a baby how to breathe, it just happens. I'm learning that needing you could be just as natural, just as automatic, just as necessary. I made it so complicated, made the faith into a chore. Reading all the books and still not knowing what it's for anymore. forgot that you just wanted me to come. Simple as a child comes running when they hear their mother hum a tune they recognize. I overthought the whole thing through, made a science of the sacred, made a stranger out of you, when all you ever wanted was a simple kind of need. The kind that doesn't calculate, the kind that's planted like a seed. I filled up shelves with commentaries, filled up hours with debate about the finer points of doctrine, while I let the simple wait. Outside the door I build with all my learning, all my sense, forgetting that a child's faith requires no defense. Don't have to think of, don't have to try, just breathe it in and breathe it out. That's you and I. Simple as breathing, simple as breathing. I need you like the air that I am needing. Don't have to think about it, don't have to try. Simple as breathing, simple as breathing. That's you and I. No formula, no method, no complicated plan, just simple as the air is filling up a man. Simple as breathing, simple as breathing. That's the kind of faith that I am keeping. I watched my daughter reach for me before she learned to speak. Didn't need a reason, didn't need a word, just needed weak arms to hold her steady. That's the kind of need I bring to you now. Not complicated, not some theological thing I overthink, just simple, just as natural as air filling up my lungs without permission, without a thought, just there, sustaining me without me even noticing it's true. That's the kind of need I finally learned to bring to you. I watched her fall asleep against my chest without a plan, without a strategy for resting, just as simple as she can be in that moment, trusting that the arms would hold her awake. That's the kind of simple faith I'm learning. Simple, never late, don't have to think about it, don't have to try, just breathe it in and breathe it out. That's you and I. Simple as breathing, simple as breathing. I need you like the air that I am needing. Don't have to think about it, don't have to try. Simple as breathing, simple as breathing. That's you and I. No formula, no method, no complicated plan, just simple as the air is filling up a man. Simple as breathing, simple as breathing. That's the kind of faith that I am keeping. In and out, in and out, simple as a breath I breathe. In and out, in and out. That's the faith I need. In and out, in and out. Never earned, always free. In and out, in and out. That's how you made me. This for everybody making faith into a heavy weight to bear. This for everybody tired of the striving, tired of the prayer that feels like work instead of resting, feels like climbing steep terrain. I want you to breathe a little easier, let the simple faith remain. You don't need a theology degree to need them every day. You just need the kind of breathing that don't ask permission. Just this way of living out the simple truth that he's as close as breath, simple as the air that's filling up your lungs with every step. I stopped trying to make the mystery smaller than it is. Stop trying to explain away what's only meant to live inside the quiet trusting of a heart that doesn't need every question answered fully, just to plant a simple seed of faith that grows in ordinary soil, ordinary air. Not in the complicated arguments, not in the scholar's chair, but in the simple, honest breathing of a person just like me, learning how to trust the air I never had to earn to breathe. Simple as breathing, simple as breathing. I need you like the air that I am needing. Don't have to think about it, don't have to try. Simple as breathing, simple as breathing. That's you and I. No formula, no method, no complicated plan. Just simple as the air that's filling up a man. Simple as breathing, simple as breathing. That's the kind of faith that I am keeping. Simple as breathing, simple as breathing. In and out, in and out. That's how I need you now. Not complicate, not complicate. Simple, that's enough. Simple as breathing, simple as breathing. Simple as your love, simple as breathing. That's my faith. Home's a place on a map, a street, a door. But I found out home is a person, not a place at all. Not a zip code, not a mailbox, not a key. I've been homesick in my own house, homesick in the family car, homesick sitting in a church pew, wondering who we are without the presence, without the nearness, without the peace that makes an ordinary kitchen feel like something I could keep. Forever feel like something worth a coming back to every night. Mama always kept the porch light burning, kept it burning bright. But it wasn't just the light that made the house feel like a home. It was something in the middle of it, something never left alone. I traveled far enough to know that distance doesn't fix the ache, that houses full of everything can still feel incomplete, can break a person down to nothing if the nearness isn't there. The fanciest address in town can still feel like nowhere. So I stopped looking at the numbers on the door, started looking for the nearness I've been looking for. Home is wherever you are, wherever you are. Kitchen table, front porch, backseat of the car. Don't matter where I'm standing, don't matter near or far. Home is wherever, wherever you are. I could lose a house, could lose a street, could lose a town. Long as I got you, I'll never be worn down. Home is wherever you are, wherever you are. That's the only address I need, that's my only star. I drove 1,000 miles, chasing something I called free. Slept in 100 different beds, tried 100 meals, but every town felt hollow, every strangest couch felt cold, until I finally understood what my grandmother had told me as a kid that I forgot, until I lost my way. Home's not a building, baby, home's a place, a presence you can't replace. I stopped looking for a zip code, stopped looking for a street, started looking for the nearness that makes anywhere complete. I slept in mansions empty of the peace I'm talking about. I slept in tiny rooms where peace was all that filled the house. It's never been about square footage or the view. It's only ever been about the nearness, only you. So I stopped looking at the numbers on the door, started looking for the nearness I've been looking for. Home is wherever you are, wherever you are. Kitchen table, front porch, backseat of the car. Don't matter where I'm standing, don't matter near or far. Home is wherever, wherever you are. I could lose the house, could lose the street, could lose the town. Long as I've got you, I'll never be worn down. Home is wherever you are, wherever you are. It's the only address I need, it's my only star. Wherever you are, wherever you are, that's my home, that's my home. Wherever you are, I'm not alone, not alone. Wherever you are, underneath the same white sky. Wherever you are, wherever you are, it's the only home that that's for everybody far from everything they used to know. That's for everybody feeling like they got no place to go. I want you to know that home was never really about the address. It's about the presence that can meet you in your mess. Wherever you're standing right now, however far you come, you can find your way to home. Cause home is not a place, it's someone waiting for you right where you are, waiting patiently. Home is wherever you are, and you are with me. So let the houses come and go, let the cities rearrange, let the seasons of my life keep shifting, keep the change coming like it always does. I've made my peace with that, cause the one thing that don't move is where my heart is really at. It's not planted in a structure, not rooted in a town. It's planted in a presence that never lets me down. No matter what address I'm writing on an envelope today, home is wherever you are, and that will never fade away. Home is wherever you are, wherever you are. Kitchen table, front porch, backseat of the car. Don't